It is 1907, in a forest somewhere in Canada. James Logan Howlett hunts with his wolf pack. The wolves, Grey Scar and his 3 sons, run with Logan as part of their family. In their cave retreat stands Red Streak, another member of the family, and a new generation of wolf pups to feed. It is rare for a wolf family to accept one knot of their blood, but Logan, across the years, has completed their family. But a lone wolf watches them. He doesn't want family. He wants what the family has. He will devour the pups without a thought. The lone wolf is the only threat they face. The winter is ending, and the hunting is good, so Logan hopes that nothing changes. On one of their hunts, Logan, along with Grey Scar and his 3 sons, follow something strange. A white bear. For wolves, strange should be avoided, so they retreat. But Logan is more than wolf, so he keeps his watch on the beast. For the first time in years, Logan feels pity, for the bear is as strange to the forest as the forest to the bear. All his talents are useless in this habitat, so he fails to hunt or to harvest obvious sources of food. Logan tried to leave offerings, but none of these were sufficient, for the bear needs flesh, but Logan has none to spare, and so Logan leaves the bear, hoping he can find its way home. The following days were happy, the days to rest and the nights to hunt. Nothing changed, until everything did. One night, warned by Red Streak's howl, Logan and the wolves run back to their cave. He underestimated the white bear, for his smell and strength were not useless in pursuit for flesh. In a way, Logan got his wish. The bear found its way home. For a moment, Logan tries to find meaning, to comprehend, but unleashing his claws, he attacks the bear. In the end, Logan finds himself pinned by the giant beast. He thrusts his claws in his snout as much as he can, but the bear bites him in the neck, ripping his throat away. Logan lays motionless on the ground as the bear walks its final steps until it finally bleeds out and dies. The lone wolf gets his opportunity to feed in fresh flesh. He tries to feed on Logan's body, but Logan wakes up and instantly kills the wolf. As he feels his wounds instantly healing, Logan thinks of another life he lost, a life as a wolf, born out of the ashes of the last life where he lived as a man. In his despair, Logan fails to notice the brand upon the bear's snout. In a village somewhere in Canada, Clara calms down a raging dog with kindness. She's interrupted by Hugo, urging her to not waste any time. They are following a rumor, so they enter a saloon where a man is trading his story for drinks. He tells them that he and his compatriot were tracking a polar bear that wandered south, finding it dead, along with a pack of wolves he must have killed. But it wasn't the wolves that killed it. Its wounds were from something like a wildcat as big as a man. The man gives them photos, maps and directions, so Clara and Hugo can hunt whatever killed the polar bear. They are interrupted by a fancy rich man clad in red. The rumor man, who is employed to him, calls him Dr. Essex, and he is here following the same story. Hugo tells him that money won't benefit him in the hunt without experienced trackers, handlers and muscle, but Dr. Essex assures him that he has not come unprepared, for he has the finest technology and men of the finest breed at his disposal. In through the door comes Creed, the tracker that travels with Clara and Hugo. He tells his companions they should move on, and so they leave. Now in privacy, Dr. Essex confronts the rumor man that he spoiled his hunt due to him selling this story to other parties. He kills him for his disobedience, and commands his marauders to proceed with the hunt. At the forest where the bear was found, Dr. XX and his army of marauders use gas canisters to flush out whatever creature they are hunting. With tremendous agility, Logan, with his claws at ready, hacks and slashes through the marauders, managing to escape. Dr. Essex gazes at this attack and acknowledges that this beast he's hunting is after all a man, a mutant at last. Close by, Creed and Clara, along with Hugo and his men, follow Logan's trail to the entrance of a cave covered by undergrowth. Creed orders one of the men to tear down the undergrowth, but is immediately attacked by Logan. Before he's able to kill the man, Clara approaches Logan, telling him to calm down. Logan stops at the sound of her voice and looks at her, much to the distaste of Creed, who lassos Logan's arm and punches him while some of the men pin Logan to the ground to tie him up. Clara screams for Creed to stop, starting an argument between them, until they're separated by Hugo, who directs their attention to what they just got. They all look at Logan, trying to figure out what he is. Hugo rejoices in his capture, but Clara pleads him to reconsider, since this is just a man that can't be treated as an animal. Days later, Hugo presents a new attraction in his circus, unveiling Logan, raging, with claws unsheathed, trapped in a cage. In the backstage of the circus, Clara pleads with Logan for him to talk with her so they can prove to Hugo that he's not an animal to keep in captivity. Logan sees flashes of the lives he lost in his mind and doesn't utter a word, frustrating Clara. His rage builds up and he unleashes his claws, but he is immediately shocked by Creed, who enters the room. Clara lashes out at Creed, telling him that he should be kinder considering what he too has been through, but Creed shows no sympathy. Later, Creed carries Logan to the circus show. Dr. Essex stands in attendance as Creed shocks Logan so he can rage and release his claws for the public to see. After the show, in Hugo's trailer, Clara begs Hugo to free Logan, but he refuses, since Logan is bringing the profit the circus needed. They are interrupted by Dr. Essex, who enters uninvited, offering to buy Logan. Hugo refuses again, demanding Essex and Clara to leave. Logan observes Essex leaving from afar as Creed sleeps drunk next to his cage. Creed shudders and wakes up screaming with Logan looking at him. Creed lashes at Logan, telling him he too was treated as an animal by Hugo, but got out in the first chance he had, even though he is back in the cage every time he sleeps. Creed continues berating Logan, but Clara intervenes, ordering Creed to his trailer. The next day, Dr. Essex offers a new deal to Hugo in response to the bad press calling the Logan act a fake. He offers to bring Logan to his laboratory so he can perform tests on him, giving the proof Hugo needs to refute these claims. Hugo accepts, with the condition that he can accompany him with some men. Later, in the lab, Essex prepares Logan for some tests. He puts on a gas mask and unleashes the same gas he used before, killing Hugo and his men. Logan survives thanks to his powers, leaving him totally in the possession of Essex. Clara tells Creed that Hugo took Logan to Essex and fears something bad will happen to him. Creed fears she's falling for the Wolfman, but Clara assures him she loves Creed, pleading to go with her to find Logan. Essex is amazed at how Logan resists and regenerates hours of cuts and incisions. As Logan screams in pain, Essex tells him he should be dead after what he put him through. Logan refuses to speak, leading Essex to believe he could be suffering a wound in a place he can't easily heal, acknowledging his need to end the pains of living. Essex explains the method he uses to numb the feelings of his marauders, turning them into better soldiers, and hopes to use what he learned today to adapt his method to turn Logan into the perfect soldier. Later, Logan exerts himself trying to break his bonds, without success, and through the windows, Clara and Creed come to his rescue. They are equally amazed at Logan's regenerative powers that seem stronger than Creed's own. Logan, feebly, tells them to run, but Clara frees him and the three run away. 1 month later, in New York, Clara encourages Logan to go into a butchery to buy food, so he can become accustomed to speak with people again. He struggles a little, but manages to buy what he needs. Leaving the store, Clara congratulates him, but as an employee runs out to deliver the change Logan forgot, he is startled and unleashes his claws in defense. He manages to not hurt the man, but they are forced to run back to Creed and move again, since Logan was recognized. Later, in the new room they rented, Creed tells them they have no money left, and Logan apologizes, saying he can't control himself. Clara consoles him and asks why he's in so much pain, but he can't give her an answer. Creed wonders if Essex had the right idea in giving him the potion. That way, Logan would stop whining and Clara would stop caressing him. Clara lashes out at Creed, telling him that by those standards, she would have never stayed with him and maybe he should have taken the potion too. Infuriated, Creed leaves. At night, Logan and Clara sleep. Logan wakes up screaming, with claws out, waking up Clara. He apologizes, but she tells him there's no need to apologize, since they all have traumas and bad dreams. She asks him to tell her about what torments him, and finally, Logan confides his story in her. He tells her how he ran from home with Rose, a girl he loved, how he killed her by accident, and how he ran to live with the wolves, only to have Essex's bear end them all. Logan fears the same could happen to her and tells Clara how he tried to kill himself, but his powers prevent him from dying. Clara consoles Logan, telling him that life is not only pain, that pain is only the cost, and that the cost is worth paying. She approaches Logan and kisses him. Logan asks about Creed, but she assures him that their relationship is different, as they embrace into each other's arms. Outside the window, on top of the next building, stands Creed, spying on them. Later, Logan wakes up sensing people coming for him. The marauders break in the room and Logan unleashes his claws, jumping to fight them. They try to shock him and tie him up, but the fury of his past traumas gives him the strength needed to kill them all. Clara grabs his arm to run away, and Logan, blinded with rage, impales her with his claws. Again and again, all the pain and suffering from the past and present rushes into his vision, until he only sees red. Creed arrives at the scene and runs to embrace Clara's body. He asks Logan to join him in getting revenge for the both of them, and together, they leave for Essex. While they run, Logan expresses how he loved Clara, and Creed tells him that everyone she ever met loved her, and that she was the best sister he could have wished for. Back at their room, Clara, thought to be dead by Creed and Logan, wakes up. Outside New York City, Clara runs after Creed and Logan, and far ahead, Creed and Logan arrive at Essex property. Logan, with claws unleashed, runs ahead of Creed in the direction of the wall surrounding Essex mansion. He is caught by a mine that explodes under his feet, alerting the guards to the presence of an intruder. Logan, regenerating from his injuries, stands up, resuming his run to the walls, while the guards shoot at him. He manages to climb over the wall and starts to fight Essex marauders. Creed, amazed, watches from afar, but soon follows Logan and meets him inside the property. In the commotion, Creed is shot, but he endures the injury and tells Logan to split up to find Essex, and whoever finds him first should be the one to kill him. Essex, in his room, addresses Logan arriving at his door. He tells Logan that what he did was for science, and that the samples he took gave him lots of information, even though he could have learned much more. He continues saying that a war is coming, asking Logan if he knows how many people are going to die. Logan answers that right now, just one, telling Essex that Clara is dead. Essex tells him that wasn't supposed to happen. He only wanted Logan, but assumes the responsibility all the same, telling Logan that he promised Creed she wouldn't be hurt. Logan stands surprised by what he just heard, and Essex notices Logan's surprise at the fact that Creed was the one who told him where Logan and Clara were. But Logan kills Essex and pushes him off the window. Logan comes to find Creed, confronting him with what he did. Creed responds telling Logan he's not to blame since he and Clara were fine until Logan entered their lives. Logan retracts his claws and charges at Creed with only his fists, punching him time and time again until Creed is a bloody mess on the floor. As Creed pulls a broken tooth out of his mouth, he tells Logan that killing him won't fill the hole in his chest. Clara is dead. She was the one who brought hope to Logan's life, only to be snuffed out of him again, like in the past. Creed continues, telling him that one way or another he will always be left alone, filled with pain, and that he should have taken Essex potion. Logan picks up a vial with Essex potion nearby, and Creed tells him that killing him or making him drink the potion won't matter, since they're the same, and asking Logan to just end it. To Logan's surprise, Clara shows up with a gun pointed at Creed. She tells Logan that she didn't have time to explain that she is gifted with regeneration powers much like Creed and all their family. Logan is confused, since Clara has deep scars on her face, and she explains that there is a limit to her power that she tested with her brother. Creed tells Clara that he did this for her, and the both of them, but Clara responds telling him he doesn't understand. She loves Logan, and Creed doesn't care about it because he is not ready to lose her by his side. He prefers to drink the potion and forget. Logan remembers the lone wolf and tells him he should do it, pushing his head into a vat full of the potion. Creed struggles, clawing at Logan's face, and Clara screams for Logan to stop, threatening him to shoot him. Logan doesn't falter, even with Clara shooting at him. She continues to scream until it's finally done, as Logan lets go of Creed's dead body. Clara tries to reanimate him, while Logan justifies to her that Creed tried to kill them both, and that he would only bring them hurt. Clara lashes out at Logan, telling him that she didn't want anything to do with her brother after he tried to kill them, asking Logan why he thinks it would be different if it was him doing the killing. She tells Logan to go, or he will have to kill her too. Logan remembers her that she told him she loved him, and she tells him she didn't know him, but now she does, and that she thought she could help with his animal side, but the problem is with the man, and the man is a cold-hearted killer. Logan, without any more words, leaves. He thinks to himself that this is the last time he will ever see Clara, and that she is right. He feared to be the white bear. He wanted to be the grey wolf. He felt like the lone wolf, but the truth is that it's something worse. Four months later, Clara is training dogs and is interrupted by someone looking for Creed. He violently grabs Clara by the hair, telling he never hurted her. That was Saul Creed's job. She confronts this figure that he is the one to blame for that, since he maintained the tradition of beating up Saul on his birthday until one day he gave him a choice: keep getting beaten or hurt his sister Clara instead. Saul chose the latter, but she didn't blame him, since it hurted him as much as did her, and that's why this person gave him that choice. She continues telling this person that Saul is dead and that there will be no more birthday traditions. The figure is Victor Creed, Clara's and Saul's brother, and he tells her that Saul can't be dead without his permission.